Welcome to the House of Circles. This time, we're going to tell you a little bit about who we are and what we're doing. Here at the House of Circles, we deal with financial education and at the same time with financial solutions and opportunities. We mix them because financial issues are very practical and it makes no sense to speak about the theory without bringing things into practice. One of the things we do is teaching people how to get to a stable and comfortable financial situation, but then also how to stay there, which is the most important, because you have many ways of fixing temporarily your financial situation, but what good is that if afterwards you can't stay there? So for that, we work with a very simple but very powerful plan of action composed of 4 steps in sequence. Optimization, which is paying less for what you owe and cutting as many expenses as possible. Expansion, which is finding new forms and opportunities of income, and usually they are already close to you. Liberation, which is paying all that you owe. And fulfillment, which is materializing your dreams and leaving your mark in the world. We will soon publish a different video about this plan in our info center, and if you wish, you can register for free and receive an email whenever we update it. So for now, we will continue to present the House of Circles. Here you are. This is you. We all live as part of a circle of relations: family, neighbors, schoolmates and later workmates, clients, suppliers, etc. In average, we all know at least 500 people, and every day we meet 7 to 10 new people. It's our circle of relations. Of course, each of these people we know also has his own circle of relations, his family, his friends, etc. And we are part of each of these circles. Here at the House of Circles, we want to make a huge circle made of circles. And we want that big circle to be able to fully live the abundance of this planet, be able to enjoy all that is here and is good. But we have to do that with respect, so that the next generations will also be able to enjoy it. What you see in our site is only a small part of all our projects and ideas because we just launched it, and we are still growing. This is why our site is in a permanent evolution. We decided to start with what is more urgent, the financial opportunities, which, as we said before, are already close to you. But for that, what will you have to change? What will you have to work on? Of course, the way you think. Because you see, if you keep thinking as you have always been thinking, you will receive what you have always been receiving. And if you think as all others think, you will receive what all others receive. Everything in our life is a consequence of the way we think. It is the consequence of the value we give things. We give a positive value to what we dream of having, or being, or doing. Or when we think something is good for us, or when we say we should be this way or act that way. We give a negative value when we say we shouldn't do things that way, or when we say, "Ooh, what will people say?" We all teach our children to think like us, most of the time out of love, to prepare them for life, but also because it would be difficult to live with them daily if they would have different values in life. That is also the way we choose our friends. We ask ourselves, can I live well with this person, or will he offend my values and my way of thinking? It is the way we think that separates us. We were educated to think that there can only be one truth, ours. We were trained to believe that in a difference of opinions, there is always one who is right and another who is wrong. This is false, and it forces us to live separate from others, each basing his life in his own deep and only truth. The worst possible illusion is believing there is only one truth. If we think that the other is wrong, we live alone and isolated, always hiding from the other who will offend us with his false truth. That is the origin of loneliness in our society. But the worst is that we will be basing our future relations in a veiled aggression, because we will always communicate with the other assuming that he is not right, that our truth is worth more than his, higher than hers. Sometimes we also assume the opposite, which is that the other thinks better than us, and so we diminish the value of our own thoughts. If you pay close attention, we live daily these sick relations, and without noticing, we teach our children the same behavior. The elders, who knew about abundance, tell us that there is a natural magic about circles, because you see,